Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions as well as influence the emotions of others, hopefully in a positive way. Possessing a high degree of emotional intelligence is a natural talent for INFPs, but oftentimes we brush it off or we overlook how important it is for our own self-development as well as communication with others. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 4 different areas that having higher emotional intelligence really helps out with and what you can do to develop it more. What's up, legend? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology. Welcome back to the channel. One area that is really influenced by this is our empathic abilities, our ability to relate to other people's emotions. So one issue that I've noticed from my life is that when I am not in the mood to pay attention to other people's emotions, or when I don't have adequate experiences that would allow me to relate to their situation. So like if I've never been in a fight, then it's hard for me to relate to somebody who is fighting because I don't have that natural response. I've never been through it, so I don't know the part of myself that would step up in that moment and how all these different aspects would tug on my identity and the parts of myself. So developing higher empathic abilities and emotional intelligence allows you to then more easily, accurately read another person instead of taking this thick slice of who they are through our extroverted intuition and missing the mark because we don't have it within us. We haven't explored that aspect of ourselves. I hope that makes sense because it's a really big point and a really big motivator for why INFPs need to get more experience in the outer world, because we need to put ourselves into these different contexts so that we understand more about ourselves so that we can relate to other people better. Another one, it assists in self-reflection. Sometimes we can just get to a surface level emotion or feeling or opinion. This is how I feel about it. But not going down 5 levels deep really hinders a lot of the self-understanding that we can get. So always ask yourself, well, why is this important? Why is this important? Why is this important? Just keep drilling deeper and deeper into it, and you will more finely tune your introverted feelings so that you can really show up as the person that you want to be and are. Next, it enhances our decision-making ability. So we use introverted feeling mainly to make decisions, to make judgments. And introverted feeling is checking in with, how does this feel to me? Is this important to me? What does my conscience say about this? How much do I like or dislike this thing or this idea? And if you don't know how you feel about something, it can take forever to make a simple decision like what to eat. Just today, my wife was like, well, do you want curry or do you want McDonald's, or grandma can make some ramen noodles? What do you want? And I was like, I don't care. It's all fine. Anything's fine. And that actually turned into a little argument between the whole family. If I just picked something and continued on with it, then actually that's what happened. I chose something and I was like, okay, let's just do this. Let's have curry. Okay, fine, good. Decided. Everybody's happy. All the extroverted feelers are not panicking and worrying about if they're actually meeting my needs, and everything's good. So the more that you can know how you feel about something and drill down and say, okay, this is the thing. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to do. You avoid that decision paralysis coming from yourself as well as from other people. And even in that situation where I just talked about, even if it isn't really important to you, just making a decision really helps out everybody who is trying to make us feel good as well. Everything just becomes more smooth and efficient if you just make a choice. And if you can make that choice that is aligned more with your identity, you will feel better about it too. And last, higher emotional intelligence really helps enable conflict resolution skills. You just unlock a whole bunch because you understand more of how you feel and more of how the other person feels because you can feel it within yourself. That's what I would feel in this situation. That's what my intentions would be. And I've experienced it before, and you can kind of map that onto the other person using your extroverted intuition. And if you do it right, you'll also be checking and getting feedback from real life and from the other person too, in the external world. You can adapt, you can bob and weave. In many ways, we are stubborn and we're slow and we don't want to change, but in many other ways, due to our extroverted intuition mainly, we like to be spontaneous. We like to allow things to come up as they do and adapt to it. And when you allow that explorer part of yourself to just be like, okay, I'll handle it, leap and the net shall appear, right? Things become a lot more simplified and easier to navigate. And you're no longer worried about having the conflict and, will this be a thing forever? Am I going to be stuck in this situation? Or is this going to impact who I am as a person or crush the other person? It's just, this is a thing and we can handle it. And that's a way better frame to come to the world with, to be resourceful. I can handle whatever comes up. That's a good one. That's a good frame to have, right? In the words of Daniel Goleman, emotional intelligence is what sets star performers apart from the mediocre. For INFPs, it's not merely important, it's crucial to our development as humans, as well as developing our personality type and leaning into the strengths of it, because we have this natural talent for it. But if you don't intentionally invest time and energy to build more skills around it, it becomes largely a wasted talent. And that's not good, because the world needs INFPs to step up and to express the core of human nature through art, through music, through creative pursuits. And that's our superpower. So we need to do it more. And it can be difficult. And if you're struggling with getting outside of your comfort zone or developing more aspects of your personality type, check out the I Now Feel Positive Masterclass, infp.geekpsychology.com. I go through all 4 different cognitive functions and give you different modules and tips and tricks and techniques to actually develop those better and to get past some of the limiting aspects that most of us INFPs fall into. Hope to see you there. Good luck, have fun. Peace.